There's a new bill in Congress looking to keep keiki off of social media. This comes as new data shows links between social media and anxiety, depression, and suicide. Joining us now to talk story is one of the bill's authors, Hawaii Senator Brian Schatz. Aloha and good morning, Senator. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Aloha, nice to see you. I wish I were home.
So there is a lot of data that's been coming out about social media relation to anxiety, depression, suicide, like we said. Obviously, a lot of this is new due to the invent of social media and some of the algorithms that we do see. But when you look at what the information is and what the bill is doing, how do you think that this can help prevent some of the issues that we've been seeing?
Well, look, the Surgeon General and a lot of the people who pay very close attention to children's mental health have made this determination that it is the advent of social media, especially for preteens and tweens, that is at least partly contributing to consistent levels of high anxiety, depression, polarization, isolation, suicidality. It's all spiked since kids got those phones and the apps on them with the algorithms on them. So we're going to disagree a lot about tech policy and other policy, but I think the one place where we've been able to find a bipartisan consensus is that there's really no reason for a 9-year-old to be on TikTok. There is no benefit for a 10 or 11-year-old, a prepubescent child to be on Instagram getting internalizing terrible messages about body image or violence or politics that they don't understand. The stubborn fact is that social media companies make more money when kids linger on the sites longer. And the way to get kids to linger on the sites longer is to systematically upset them using this AI-driven algorithm. And so we do two simple things in this bill. 12 and under, you just can't be on social media. And then for 13 through 16, which is a little tougher to, actually prevent all kids from being on social media when they're, proper teenagers and in high school, we just simply turn it into the old social media, which didn't have this algorithmic boosting that basically sort of taps into your brainstem to figure out what is most upsetting to you and therefore what is most likely to cause you to spend too much time staring at the app. And so for 13 through 16, the algorithm would be banned. And then 12 and under, you just can't get on the website. And that's why we've got good bipartisan support, is that I think we were talking before we were on the air. I've just not met a parent who disagrees with this. Every parent of a child that is like pre-social media age or during teenage years wants this tool. They want to be able to, look at their kid in the eye and say, I'm sorry, it's a federal law. You can't do this, because trying to make each individual parent referee the extent of phone use and social media use is like a total misunderstanding of what's going on in society and in families right now. We need a tool, and it has to be a federal law.
Yeah, like you said, it's very difficult to do this as a parent on your own, because your kid might be bullied for being the only kid that's off of social media. I had an alarming experience at Wet 'n Wild at the water park. I saw, an 11-year-old kid riding down a slide, watching videos on a TikTok while he's on a slide. And it speaks to how addictive these algorithms and these devices can be. Like you said, Senator, you do have bipartisan support. Senator Ted Cruz, Senator Katie Britt, kind of strange bedfellows as far as creating legislation together. But being that you do have this bipartisan support, do you think this bill has the opportunity to pass?
Yeah, I think it has a really good chance to pass because we've got bipartisan support, because I'm working with people, that I don't normally agree with on very much. And so, normally, especially in the Senate, when something is bipartisan, it's got a way higher likelihood of passing. But I think more to the point, you just can't find anybody in the real world, right, who disagrees with this premise. Tech policy is hard because you can try something and it can have all these unintended consequences. But I think the reason that this bill is compelling to a lot of people is that, age gating is a very simple concept, right? And the question for the federal legislature to ask is, can you think of any positive use case for a 9-year-old being on TikTok or Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat? There really isn't one. And, kids at 9 do not have the same constitutional rights to use the internet in whatever way they see fit. So legally, I think we're in a strong position. Politically, because it's bipartisan, we're in a strong position. But the real reason I think this is going to pass is because it's just an idea whose time has come. We've got almost 60% of all teenage girls reporting that they consistently feel despair. Almost 60% of all teenage girls and something like 33% of all teenage boys. There is a mental health crisis, and obviously it's got lots of different causes. But if you look at the charts, it basically started to spike once all the kids got their phones with the front-facing cameras and the apps preloaded. And so we've got to address this like the public health crisis that it is.
Yeah, it's pretty correlated to the phones, like you said, as far as that timeline goes. Switching gears a little bit to what's happening here in Hawaii, you recently called on Congress to pass long-term disaster relief funding for Maui as Maui continues to recover from the Lahaina wildfires. Where do we stand right there in Congress?
We're hopeful, but we haven't gotten it done yet. You know, there's sort of two big phases. One is an appropriation to FEMA, so they can be involved in the disaster response, and they can be in town, and we expect them to be in town for many years. But the disaster recovery part usually involves the county receiving money and in the form of a block grant. Basically, the idea that Congress has is, we're not exactly sure what programs and projects and revenues you need. We're just going to give you a chunk of money to just decide how to recover in whatever way makes sense for you. We have not yet passed community development block grant money. We have a number of states that have experienced disasters, and we are working on a bipartisan coalition to try to pass this legislation. I do not know when and if this is going to pass, so I think it's important, especially for people in West Maui, not to like sort of project it out and say this money's coming by September, or I just don't know. And given the partisan nature of this Congress, especially around spending, I'm going to fight as hard as I can. We're building a bipartisan coalition, but I don't know if this bill is going to pass this year or next year or not at all. But we're going to keep fighting because Maui still needs many hundreds of millions of dollars and probably billions of dollars to continue on the long road to recovery.
Yes, those folks will need lots of federal help. Senator Brian Schatz, appreciate you taking some time out of your busy schedule in Washington, D.C. to join us this morning.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Sam.
Aloha.